Back to LinkedIn Learning. We're here with another leetcode video. Given an integer num, return the number of digits in num that divide that num. An integer value divides nums if the remainder of nums divided by value is 0. So for an example, we have num equals 7. 7 can be divided by itself, so the answer is 1. 7 divided by 7 equals 1. Num divided by the num is 1. So this problem is super simple. All we have to do is convert num into a string. So num equals string num, so we can iterate over it. And then we create an output value that will store the numbers that num is divisible by. And then we just iterate over num. So for I and num, if I'd probably better to use n. We're not using indexes here. So if the integer representation of num, if that divided by the integer of n, the number that we're looping over, if the remainder of that is 0, then we know it can be divided by it. Then we know that division operation was a success, and then we add 1 to output. And then we just return output. So what this did is we converted num to a string so we could iterate over it. Then we created output to store the number of digits that num was divisible by. And then we iterated over the string. So for n in num, if the integer representation of num was divided by n, so if 121 is divided by 1, then we add 1 to output. And then we return the number that output has. So for example 2, right? 121 is divisible by 1. 2, or 121 is not divisible by 2, and 121 is divisible by 1 again, so we output 2 because it's divisible by 2 numbers in the string.